quest.
Oh shit, let me close my porn. Good day, my many manly and monstrous men, you magnificently memorable Magogonites, and the rest of you guys who just came while she ignores all of you and pretends that she's better than you, which she is. Well, I'm here today to actually deliver a bit of disappointment to those of you who came to rub one out to the Gothic Queen herself, as in fact she hasn't bothered to be here at all, something about murdering small children, and instead I am joined just by the wonderful Magister of Sinister Silliness, Magog himself.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Side Quest. Is that it? You're not gonna make fun of me?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, no, I was actually going to be kind of nice, because, I mean, you fucked up enough last week. I figured it was better than starting a stream saying, hello, vamp.
Oh, fuck yourself. Okay, I dropped the ball.
I kind of...
But you're the one who wasn't
did, but
there.
I was hoping you were going to start singing.
It threw me off my game.
I was almost... So what you're telling me is you can't do it without me, can you, Magog?
Oh, no, I can't.
I feel that special void in your heart.
I was distracted by the handsomeness of Vigal Matro.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're the ugly one.
Yeah, that's what it was. I totally believe you. I believe you.
As always, everyone, if you don't feel like super chatting, to give YouTube your money, our individual Streamlab links are in the description if you want to help support the show. Of course, you're not obligated to do so. Just enjoy yourself. Welcome to Side Quest, the show that gives you absolutely no points in life. Now, Beard Barian, guess what happened to me? I was finally demonetized.
You're fucking kidding me.
I was finally demonetized. So YouTube finally got around to hitting the mad necromancer himself. And so now do I get like a t-shirt? Or
I don't know, but I'll drink to
that. Do I get a decoder ring? I'm part of the cool kids table now. Is that what it is? I hope so.
Maybe they mail you a little card you can put in your wallet and you flash at 7-Eleven to get a deal on Slurpees.
Maybe. Oh, that'd be awesome. I love Slurpees, or at least I imagine I do. I've yet to bring a Slurpee through the portal, into my realm to try it. I have figured out how to bring, non-living objects through, but living things have a tendency to die horribly.
So no strippers for you, no Thai lady boys?
No, nothing like that. What? What?
You poor bastard.
That is a salacious rumor. I want nothing to do with such gossip. So yes, we're missing VampKandy today. She's out killing people or something. I don't know. Actually, I think she drank some dead whore's blood and it made her sick.
Wait, she said it was was it a dead child prostitute then?
I have no idea.
Is she cleaning up the streets of whatever corner of America she's living in? Did Vamp turn superhero on us?
All I know is that if she wants to help clean up the streets, she can head out to California way. There's a lot of homeless, from what I hear.
I'm more concerned about the people with homes making bad choices on behalf of everyone else. But yeah, I mean, wholesale slaughter is all good with me.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but at the same time, whatever. I have a plan.
Oh shit,
in place.
Bloodwolf has a good question here. Magoo burnt his facial hair off?
Oh, you noticed I cleaned up a little.
Yes, Bloodwolf noticed.
Oh, hello, Bloodwolf. Aren't I handsome? Yes, it was starting to poof out a little bit, and I wanted to thin it up, but I still obviously kept my magical goatee. That's where the magic is. It's in the point. This doesn't matter as much. This is where the magic happens, ladies. That was creepy, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, you just keep that going and I'll be good.
I have a really long tongue for a necromancer. I really have a long tongue for a necromancer.
You really roll around those casting words, huh?
Yes, you have to have a long tongue for casting magic, having magic words come out of your mouth. You know, so it's Anyway, yes, I was finally demonetized. Over half of my videos. Oddly enough, they didn't demonetize Poe. All of Midnight Dreary is fine. But apparently...
They left alone the living boner, but they got mad at you for sharing an opinion.
Yes. So
Wow.
Poe, out of pure resentment, I locked Poe up for the evening. He's in a treasure chest down in the dungeon. Teach him a lesson for being better than me.
Oh shit, it looks like, sorry, Otha has a pretty good fucking idea here in the chat. Otha says, I'd wager that Vamp is off somewhere trying to perfect the technology that will allow coffee to be a substitute for blood. Maybe that's why she's killing child prostitutes, for the coffee grounds.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. Honestly, yeah, that sounds like a Vamp thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down to what we normally do at the beginning of the show. Let's get down to my favorite segment, the grind. We got some stories to share with you today. I don't have as many, but because the ones I have are kind of long, I don't know if I'll read the entirety of all of the, every page, but they're definitely longer things. So I think I've covered my topics with length instead of, what is it?
Girth.
Yeah, well. Anyway, do you want to kick us off, Beardberry? Do you have something?
Sure, why not? I'll come from my first bit of proof here on my theory of what the fuck is happening to Vamp, as blood leaks onto a road from a funeral home. What is the top here? Like a scene from a horror movie. A blocked storage tank line, so they're claiming, caused the gruesome sight. Residents spotted the disturbing sight of blood seeping out into the road from Louisiana undertaker's business on Thursday afternoon. Gruesome photographs showed the red liquid trickling onto a back street from a valve outside of the Green Oaks Funeral Home in Baton Rouge. Now, Vamp, I'm impressed that you stuffed a body inside of the fucking pipeline to go ahead and dispose of it and give it that's fucking skill. You are determined, girl. Well done.
Now, that is definitely not something. Yeah, you got stubbies clapping with a stump. The fuck, man? You're not supposed to jerk it that hard where you rip your fucking hand off. Well, at least it wasn't your dick.
No, that's why I lost the thumb.
Now, that is definitely not something you want to see at a funeral home, isn't it? It's like that's where you go to send your loved ones off to the gods.
No, that will not be released on Pornhub.
Why is your screen black? Hello, Beardberry.
I don't know. I think the move alignment, there's a terrible storm going on over my head. So that might be starting to affect things.
Okay, you're back now. So you're fucking horrible Canadian fucking it in it.
It is terrible. I need to start living on top of a giant tower instead of a giant mountain.
I don't know how you and Chris and Andy Walski put up with it, to be honest with you.
The sex and weed are really good up here. Like, really good.
Okay, really fair enough. I don't know how to...
The leak only lasted for about 20 minutes. However, the liquid mix did not find its way into the city's sewer system, per multiple reports, so it didn't actually even end up in the drains. It flooded the fucking streets and stayed on the pavement.
Well, that segues, I guess, in some form or fashion into my story. This one's kind of entertaining. I thought it was funny. Speaking of trickling liquids... Check this out. Boys are better at physics because they learn about projection when going to the toilet. I guess because we learn how to aim, it automatically makes us better at physics.
Mother, I'm going to get a degree in physics because I know how to pee and write my name in the snow. And because I'm able to do it in a singular, effortless push in proper cursive, I will become the head of NASA. Dumb fuck.
From a young age, boys are taught about how to aim accurately so that they do not make a mess in the bathroom. That's not entirely true. Hey.
Yeah, no, we yeah.
Sometimes you just miss. Have you ever peed and it's like Like maybe one of your pube hairs got in the way, or maybe you just got done jerking it, so then it goes this way.
It just comes out at a fucking 45-degree angle and
Yeah,
hits the
like-
goddamn wall, bounces
yeah.
off it, and catches you in the back of the head.
You
Ugh.
you end up aiming for the privy and you hit the sink. You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. You know, yeah, that happens. That happens, ladies. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
that happens.
We don't usually talk about it, but it's a thing.
Yes. And this gives them better understanding of projectile motion, according to 3 academics. Writing for Times Education Supplement, Anna Wilson of Alberta University, along with Kate Wilson and David Lowe. So 2 female scientists. You know, this isn't just some misogynistic man trying to say that men are better than women at physics for no reason. This is 2 women. And
Are their names Schmuckers or maybe some other type of company that makes jelly because they both sound like they're jelly?
no, I'm guessing with the same last name Wilson, they're sisters. But anyway,
Oh, shit.
the University of South Wales in Canberra explained their theory. Playful urination practices, from seeing how high you can pee to games such as pee ball, where men compete using their urine to destroy a ball placed in the urinal, may give boys an advantage over girls when it comes to physics. I have never played such a game.
Okay.
You never cross the streams.
What?
That's what I learned. Never cross the streams.
You never cross the streams. And 2, if you find a log in a public toilet, you must saw it in half.
Right? Okay. Is that what it is? Yeah, you gotta get that sumbitch broken apart so it'll go down the drain. It's all icky to look at. Yes.
Exactly. On that subject, though, I have a quick comment from the chat here from Angry Pepe that says, what is it here? You have working toilets in Morscar, but no cars and shit?
I didn't say we had. No, we have privies. There are holes in the ground, but you still aim at whatever's floating in there. We're not
It's
complete
just a bigger
heathens.
bucket.
Some of the more wealthy members of our society have indoor plumbing, such as it is. It's just a hole, but it goes deeper down the back of the house or the castle and out into the street for all the poor people to play in.
Oh, they don't just use the bucket method and toss it onto their heads.
Yes, and then obviously there's chambermaids who empty your chamber pot. You know?
I need one of those.
that's the best
For another
indoor
job.
plumbing we have. The researchers said they have examined gender differences in achievement on physics tests and found that girls generally perform worse than boys, but with a more marked gap in specific topic areas. So, women, I guess, are slightly better than boys in specific topics, but overall, boys are better, across many topics. In particular, the largest gaps in performance between girls and boys arise in questions that involve projectile motion. Things that have been thrown, kicked, fired, etc., they said. Now, does that necessarily have to do with pee? I mean, boys also throw balls to each other like football.
Yeah, I was going to say,
thingies.
like, aggressive play involves a lot more use of physics.
Right.
Lawn darts, for example, is a great way to learn physics and get rid of your siblings.
Yes, so that you inherit your throne. It's a good way.
Yes.
Good way. Gotta kill off those bastards. On
No
some
competition
projectile
to it.
questions, we've seen only around 1/3 of girls answer correctly, compared to 2/3 of boys. This isn't a trivial gap in performance, particularly when diagnostic tests may contain several questions on projectiles. Okay, so they asked a lot of questions and came up with the idea that boys are better at projectile motion.
Because pee.
Because of pee. Yes, pee.
That is a piss poor idea.
Yep. Now, I don't have to read the rest of this. It's pretty much, that's their theory. They're sticking to it.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Anything in the chat
It's
worth
just-
noting about that story?
Well, Angry Pepe is telling me that long darts are illegal in Texas, and that's unfortunate. I regret that you can't get rid of the unnecessary family members that way.
How the fuck
Let's see.
do you make lawn darts illegal but still have fucking guns?
I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to make it easier for kids who have limp wrists to kill one another.
Well, that's a bad thing, okay. Well, the fucking lawn darts are the problem then, apparently. Lawn darts. They will kill you, though.
Mostly right now, everyone in the chat is saying hello to Vamp, and she's loitering in there, that bitch.
Oh, yes.
But we're joined by some pretty fun people in there.
Oh, of course.
I'm watching you, motherfuckers. I know. Vamp isn't here to do so, but I'm watching you guys. I'm watching you.
Yeah, she's just didn't want to be on the show because she's all icky.
Oh shit, a great fucking one here from Lephart, who sent in a super chat saying, question, what is the definition of starvation? The answer is Vamp sucking the blood out of her own tampon.
Oh, ew, gross. That's great.
Yep.
That's a quality entertainment.
Wait, is that necrophilia or is it cannibalism?
Or is it just is it masturbation, some form of ecstasy,
Auto-cannibalism.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm sure you don't, motherfucker.
You're the one with missing parts.
Hey, shut up. I earned these. I earned them. There was a great action sequence with some cool music and some bad lighting. It was wonderful. What's your excuse?
No, we all saw what it was at the end credits of last episode. You were tied to a fucking tree and ripped your own hand off. Shut it.
Hey, no, I got out. You missed the last one. That was the last one.
No, whatever. I don't watch your content. You're boring.
Good. I got nothing for that. It just means that you don't have to see me taking on the love of your life.
Whatever.
I'm bad at creating false beef. I blame these drugs. This has been ridiculous. It's oh god. VampKandy's gonna find me new hands. Good luck. If you believe a new Christian researcher, you will have an opportunity to get lots of fucking hands, because this Christian researcher claims that the rapture starts this fucking Saturday.
This Saturday?
We're all gonna die.
Well,
sort of.
What happens if he's wrong?
Well, most people think that he's wrong because he's got a really fucking loose idea of why it's the rapture date. It's pretty, even the most fanatic of people are going, yeah, no, this one doesn't work. I'll play this one out a little bit here. There's yet another doomsday date approaching, with some claiming that the rapture will start this Saturday. That's when certain Christians will get sucked up into heaven while Earth descends into a chaotic tribulation period for those who are left. Several videos about the supposed coming cataclysm are going viral with similar claims, including the trippy clip above, which I'm not going to try and stand a mirror to show you guys, showing some kind of space queen giving birth in front of a 7-headed moon lizard.
What?
I think that this guy smoked a lot of really good weed and then started watching us.
That ain't weed, bro.
And
that's
had an amazing
like ecstasy or something. That's like shrooms. That dude's seeing fucking alien bitches and shit.
Giving birth in front of giant space lizards.
Has he been watching Lady Gaga? Is that...
Maybe. Maybe he's just been catching her music videos and suddenly it all makes sense. Oh god.
Is Lady Gaga the new Jesus or something?
Listen, this dumb motherfucker's his whole principle was the entire basis for the prediction is clearly bunk by everybody. The September rapture date came from a Christian researcher named David Mead, who might have drank too much of his namesake, who calculated it would occur 33 days after the last month's eclipse. So says the Washington Post.
Oh,
he was quoted as saying,
Jesus lived for... Yeah, that was the day that was his age when he was crucified. And
yeah, exactly. That is exactly it.
Okay.
Then something about one of the names that he had that was mentioned 33 times. And he's like, the number 33, if you've seen the number 23, it's way better than this apocalyptic report. But, Vamp, if you're lucky, some people will get so concerned over this that they might off themselves, and you can get me their hands and put them back on.
I wonder what this guy's gonna do, because he's so sold that this is happening. And he's the only one. Is he gonna, like, board up his house and he's thinking to himself, all these motherfuckers who don't believe me are gonna die and I'm gonna be the only one left in the world? Like, what are you gonna do about it? You know, what if God doesn't like your craziness, so you're stuck behind when all the demons come? You know?
Well, there's a wonderful saying that an old friend of mine taught me. We sat down one day and we started discussing the Christian apocalypse and the Norse apocalypse, and the shared message that these two end of the world theorems had in common, which was that at the end of times, warriors would descend upon you, for you and against you, and you would have to fight, lest you were one of the faithful. So ultimately, amongst the two of the more fun apocalypse procedures, you can only have two choices. Your first choice is to get praying. Your second choice is to start training. And nobody watching this right now is guaranteed any sort of fucking rapture. So get training, people. Get training.
Well, that does sound, you know, very there's similarities to Ragnarok and the Christian apocalypse. You know, seas boiling over and things of that nature. You know,
the stuff that would make really cool action sequences in a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah. I think there's been quite a few movies with the title Ragnarok, but I don't think they had anything to do with the end times. I am excited.
No, there's also a really bad video game that made me disappointed.
Yeah, I am excited for the new Thor Ragnarok film. That looks good times. Yes, I get movies here. What's the point of having a magic portal?
Looking through a fucking portal.
Yeah, what's the point of having a magic portal that taps into the magical rivers that flow through your world called the internet if I can't watch some fucking films? What do you people think? I only get access to SJW bullshit? Sometimes
he'd have shot himself through the head with a magic bolt by then.
Oh, yes. Especially that last one really pissed me off. I figured, why conquer you? I might as well just destroy your entire plane of existence. But I thought better of it because there are a few people I actually like in your world. But
don't worry. I can go anywhere else. I'll be fine. Destroy away.
Just give you a heads up.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll move on to.
I'll bring all the hot bitches with me.
I'll move on to my next story. Well, that would be fine. Okay. So, speaking of strange things, Rapunzel syndrome teen dies from eating her own hair.
What?
Yes, this is not the first time I've heard of this. People have heard of this, right? It's called Rapunzel syndrome. It's where people.
Oh, sorry. I have a quick super chat on the last story. If I can interrupt before we get to father.
Of course, let's do that.
Text with a bearded says he said the end of the world will be at 9/23/17. He said the same thing about 9/23/16, 15, 14, and so on, and that someday he will be right. All right.
Well,
so it's a pattern.
Why don't you just become one of those crazy people that say the end of the world is tomorrow? Every day. Yeah.
The end is nigh, with a big sign in the street and a bell.
Because that's a better chance of you getting it right eventually. You know, because you're covering every day of the week, every year until your own death.
Yeah, so as long as it happens in your lifetime, you're done. It's good.
I always wonder why people who predict things like that, or people who are psychics or can read minds or speak to spirits, how come they are never the recipient winners of the lottery? I don't know about you, but
they're too good. They couldn't keep the money.
Yeah.
To use their powers for themselves would be too selfish, and therefore they must live on their bicycle in the mother's basement, giving out little spirit healings and quests on Craigslist.
Yeah, that's why we never have lotteries in my world. People love to win money. There's gambling, don't get me wrong, but you have to go to the tavern, roll some dice, or play some fancy, strange card game that I haven't learned the rules for. But honestly, like, there is no just random drawing of numbers, because mages out there would seriously take advantage of that with seeing stones and future projections and divination.
You get one fucking scrying orb in there and it's over.
Yeah, they can't even do it. There's a huge outcry against magic simply because sometimes we're right in predicting the future with divination, you know, animal entrails and tea leaves and such, and we can predict, you know, numbers, and we win all the gold.
Yeah.
So no,
Fucking
no,
easy stuff. You like
no motherfucking
gonna say-
Powerball for me.
like
Maybe that's what I should do when I finally cross the veil into your world. Maybe I should try buying some lottery tickets. Just
yeah,
live
go
it
for
up.
some scratch and wins and really confuse people.
Yeah, you never win enough with those. Anyway, back to my story.
Well, you could if you had magic powers, psychic abilities.
Well, yeah, you'd win a lot of them. But
There's
here's the
real
thing. With the scratch-off ones, you have to know which ticket to buy. And they randomly, like when you ask for
Yeah.
a ticket, they just pull it off the thing. You'll never know. But with picking numbers, you can see the future and everything. So anyway.
You just stab the cashier and take the tickets. But yeah, I don't find very many winners.
Well, there's got to be one in there if you fucking take the tickets, the whole roll of them.
Well, that's why they only started putting out 3 at a time now.
Not here. We have scratch-offs here in Moscow because that's the one thing you can't really predict. They're not really
Because it's so fucking
scratch-offs.
random. That's terrible.
Yeah, they're not really scratch-offs like in your world. I've seen the videos of people going with a quarter, whatever your money is called, with a coin or the fingernail. Here it's like, you have to peel back the layers of dead skin upon the necromantic magic card, and it howls at you, and this little symbol pops out, whether you won or not. Yeah, it's good times.
Sounds like it. I mean,
Anyway.
if you're one for scratching things and making noises.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It just doesn't sound that exciting. But what is exciting is the fact that poor Boston Antifa is trying so hard right now to stop people from coming to the stream, but it's not working. So I'm glad that our Magogonites and our beard-bearing companions and all the people fapping to Vamp in the chat are able to come together to ensure that we have lots of people here in spite of the evils of Boston Antifa.
Yeah, I remember. When I first viewed your world, I didn't quite understand things. And I found Boston Antifa, and they were, it confused me.
Yeah, no, they got me too. They got me too.
They got me. In fact, Poe was created. Yep. I trapped the soul of a thief in the bones of a dead raven just because of Boston Antifa. That's true story. That actually happened. That and the thief tried to steal my shit. What else
that
was
poor little bastard.
So anyway.
Well, you could have stuck him in a giant magic microwave.
The dead bird was funnier. It really is. The Rapunzel syndrome teen who dies from eating her own hair. Rapunzel syndrome is this mental, addiction where they are addicted to eating their own hair. They sit there and chew their own hair and such things as that. Right. So, long story short, a young 16-year-old student in the UK died suddenly while away at college due to the infection caused by a giant hairball in her stomach. I guess she had been eating so much hair and it didn't digest, and it balled up in her stomach and got all bacteria in it and everything, and she died from the infection. So people, if you have Rapunzel syndrome, seek out an apothecary to help you get over that addiction because it sounds rather nasty.
Your head.
Gross. Well, how many stories I got?
Ugh.
No, there we go. Okay.
That is nasty.
Okay.
Oh, looks like Chet is catching up to again here. Just a second here. Shit, Agnostic Paradigm is admitting to be masturbating to Vamp. Yes, that's grand. VampKandy really misses Poe. Soon.
Who misses Poe? I don't
That's
care.
terrifying.
Yes.
Vamp. Vamp misses Poe.
Well, he's punished right now. He'll do Midnight Fury whenever he is not punished for not being demonetized.
Wait, what kind of punishment are we talking about here?
I already told you I locked him in a treasure chest in the dungeon. He's in there.
But with like a ball gag, or like after a little spanking, or do you mean you just threw him in there and closed the lid?
Oh, come on, he's a bag of bones. What do you want me to do? I threw him in there, closed the lid. He's in there with my boots and scarves for the winter.
Oh. I'm picturing him flailing and getting tangled. What? Fuck you, Magog, me.
So, is there any chat anything interesting in the chat before we go to your next story?
Oh, let's see here. Oh, yes. Lord GC Gas Chamber Comedy / Ghost Chamber Comedy hereby challenges you to a battle of the ages in the Forbidden Realm.
No.
I think that means that he wants to take you out for prostitutes and liquor.
Oh, well, in that case, yes.
As many whores. Yes, but it's all got to be on you, Lord GC. So, I mean, if you want to arrange this, you provide the hookers and the liquor, and we will see who can last the most pussy-pounding beer.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. I hate that all these other people with magical abilities and stuff always trying to duel me. They're always trying to kick my ass or something. I don't know why. What did I do?
It's because they want to be cooler than you.
That's not possible. I'm the coolest motherfucker in the world, and I'm not even in your world.
I think it's more the notice me senpai thing.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if they fight you and you beat them, you'll be like, yes, grasshopper, I shall train you. And they'll be like, yes, senpai, yes, master, I shall follow you for the rest of forever.
Well, I
don't know. That's just my
I am looking at, perhaps taking on a new apprentice because the last few I've had moved on to the afterlife. They didn't last long. I'm gonna stay really still so people think we're frozen.
Okay. No, for a second there, I thought we were. That was... God damn it.
Eh? I thought I lost you there because I said something. I stopped talking, and then you stopped talking.
Yes, no,
you
did lose me for a second there. It wasn't...
Okay.
Yes, there's a giant storm overhead.
Okay, technical...
But Mark Adams says free Poe.
Hashtag free Poe, yes, whatever.
Hashtag free Poe.
I have complete control over the bone bag. So anyway, I'll do something with Poe, okay?
That sounds kind of dirty.
God, yeah, shut it. Whatever. What do you got for us today, Peter?
Okay, let's see. Well, because it's a more pitiful story.
You are breaking up. You're roboting. You sound horrible.
God damn it.
The magic is working. This stream is a failure because of you. We are just failing at the streaming because Vamp bailed us. She doesn't.
No, it's Vamp's fault.
We don't even want. She doesn't even want to be our friend anymore. She quit.
She ran. The real story is she ran off to fuck a giant brothel full of Indian men. They're all rubbing her up and down in that tanned oiledness.
Why Indian men? What?
I don't know. I tried to ask her, but she was too busy going. Never got an answer.
Why specifically Indian men? It just popped out.
Well, you can ask her when she's done with them, but I don't think she's going to tell me a thing.
No,
aside from keep walking away, asshole, because that's pretty much what she said.
Yeah. I don't care about Vamp's pastimes. It always ends in blood anyway. She just, yeah.
Yep, engorged in one part of the body in particular.
Yes, indeed. That reminds me of a story I think they did on the Cult of Cactus about a man who was addicted to plastic surgery, and he went in for a nose job, and he came out with a permanent erection. That actually happened. I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, this guy who's addicted, and you can tell he's addicted to plastic surgery too, because it's all fake looking, very, very false looking. But apparently something went wrong. They snipped the wrong wire or something, and now he just is like a walking erection. It won't go down.
That is something.
How do you go in for a nose job and come out with a perpetual boner?
Like a boss, apparently. I bet that man is doing a lot of porn now.
Oh, man. God. Ugh. They say to go to the doctor after, it's been there for 8 hours. Could you imagine being like, I've had a boner for a really long time, doc? Well, how long?
About 2
weeks.
AP is correcting us that that it was his stream and not Cult of Cactus.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Well, Cult of Cactus is better.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see them go head to head again.
No. Okay.
I want to see a big battle, a big brawl.
AP and Ghastly are good people. Everybody go subscribe to what is it?
Angry Pepe and Fright Supremacy, who are both in the chat. So just go to their channels. You can click on them there. There's the 3 dots. I'm glad I have 3 fingers. It makes this easier.
Yes, and all hail Blue Whale. All hail Blue Whale will be on to his name.
So speaking of more pathetic people, I would like to tell you about the forlorn Arkansas man who lost his cactus. The cactus's name was Terrence, but reportedly this cactus answers to Terry. Now, this takes place in Little Rock, Arkansas. And oh, Terrence, where have you gone? A 19-year-old in Little Rock, Arkansas, has allegedly had his beloved cactus stolen, and he needs your help finding it.
Would you quit? Stop saying Arkansas. You're saying it wrong.
Well, yeah, I'm doing it to piss you off. Is it working? While passing through Little Rock, our Listen to America bus tour, HuffPost spotted a missing sign with an image of a cactus. I must immediately disavow. I do not mean that I was with HuffPost. I would never, ever get in a bus with HuffPost unless it was to create some guacamole from their intestines. I was not on the bus. I did not get on there and talk about grabbing somebody by the pussy. It did not happen, ever. But he's got signs out there. It's fucking hilarious. Of this cactus. A big missing Terrence the cactus. Sometimes answers to Terry. He's lovable and cuddly. This boy, this 19-year-old boy is so infantilized that he is losing his mind over a little potted cactus. Little potted cactus.
Well, your cactus, he must be a young junior Cult of Cactus member.
Maybe. But I mean, if he is, this is pretty pathetic. That's why I figured the Cult of Cactus was a good tie-in, because, my God, Failure, if you're listening, you need to talk to these kids about their attachment to cactuses. I'm worried that this young boy was having intimate relations with his cactus.
Well, that's a prickly situation.
Oh!
I'm gonna take a health point. I'm gonna take...
Oh, no, I don't know. I like that, but, I'm... yeah.
Yeah, but you like puns. And puns are horrible.
I do. No, they're not. People who don't like puns are horrible, which means you're horrible, Magog.
I never said I didn't like puns, but I'm just not the king of bad ones like you are.
Well, how do you feel about really bad metaphors or really disturbing ones?
Well, it all depends. What?
Okay, so I found this one story that I started reading, and I couldn't take it at face value. No matter how I tried to read the facts in the story, my brain kept on replacing a few key specific words. So I'm going to forego trying to read this article exactly and just allow the beauty of poetry to flow from my lips and into your non-consenting ears. So our next story is: a London sewer has been overwhelmed by a gigantic fatberg. I changed no words in that title.
What?
A London sewer is overwhelmed by a gigantic fatberg. The massive pile of fat is the size of 3 soccer fields. I have added none of these words. This is the original title, a little caption underneath it.
Oh dear God, that's nasty.
Oh yes. Oh God, what has this site done? I have to refresh this fucking article. God damn it. Here we go. One of the biggest fatbergs ever seen in Britain, a ball of fat as long as 3 soccer pitches, has been found blocking a Victorian-era East London sewer. It's a total monster and taking a lot of manpower and machinery to move, said Thames Water's head of waste networks, Matt Rimmer. It's one of the largest we've ever seen, so this isn't the first fat ball to go floating down these sewers and completely plug it up. Britain has an ongoing problem with these giant multi-field-sized balls of fat. Dear God. Oh, I got a super chat here from Baelish the Bard. There once was a fellow O'Doul who found little red spots in his stool. His doctor, a cynic, said, "Get out of me clinic and wipe that lipstick off, you fool."
Oh.
Thank you for giving me a brief break here.
Oh, God.
Because the next The next thing is kind of bad. Are you ready for this, Magog?
Okay, hit me.
The rock-solid mass of wet wipes, nappies, and fat bitches soaked in tears weighs as much as 10 double-decker buses.
What?
10 double-decker buses of fat bitches. Wet wipes, diapers, and fat bitches.
Fat bitch. You're making that up.
Well, it's fat and oil. But the kind of person who pours fat and oil down the drain, they're pretty much a bitch. So it's fat bitches. It's your fault. Just go with my metaphor here. Picture fat bitches flooding from one end to the other for 3 lengths of soccer fields, wailing through there as these poor bastards working in Whitechapel to remove the blockage have to use pressure hoses to cut it like fucking concrete.
Whitechapel's where the Jack the Ripper murders happened.
Fat bitches, I fucking knew it. They're in the drains. I killed more than just those ones. Called it. Ah. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on top of my game.
Yes, don't stop pouring your fucking fat grease down the fucking sink. Apparently, is the fucking lesson of this story, if there is one.
Yes, and if you're going to kill a really fat woman, do not just let her corpse bits drip down the drain. The general governments of across Britain have asked people to remember to bin it, not drop it down the sink. So put it in a bag and throw it out. Even if you got to use a body bag and find somewhere creative to put it, just don't put it down the drain. If you're gonna kill some bitches, be respectful of the sewage system, because that shit smells real bad.
Yeah, you people in your world are very strange. Nobody here throws out fat. We use it to make candles and soap and such.
Yeah, I cook with it usually.
Yeah, that too. You can
cook everything in fat.
Grease up a pan for your eggs in the morning, especially dragon eggs. They're really large, and just making sure that. Okay, Rufus isn't there.
Oh shit! It appears that Player One is on location in England right now and can verify that the fat bitches have pink hair and they are stuffed in there not with wet naps, but actually they're plus-size model contracts. Thank you, Juan, for this update on this situation.
Little crack at what's her name, Tess Holiday or whatever. I don't.
Oh yeah, it was good.
I'm fat and I'm a model. Congratulations.
Yes, well done.
Oh. All right.
Have you got another one, Magog?
Yeah, I do. I've got 2 more, but since we're already hitting 45 minutes, I'll save one for next side quest.
Excellent. You do one, and then I've got a good one to follow it up with and get us out the door.
Well, how about you do yours? Because I want to end on this one. It's really long, but it's really interesting. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. So this one's just kind of cool. This is. I mean, we do side news here, really, with the grind. But this story, I think, should be given far more attention than people are giving it, because this is some serious shit. You want to talk about North Korea firing missiles over Japan? Sure, that's some big shit. But this is bigger, because Russia has threatened America with a super weird heavy metal Renaissance Fair video. Russia. Oh yes.
Cool.
Russia has issued an unusual threat after President Donald Trump signed a bill imposing tough new sanctions on Russia. The Russian government's official Twitter feed warned that anyone imposing sanctions will perish in a video dedicated to those who will try to hurt us with new sanctions. The video above shows a folk festival in Zarask, about 100 miles southeast. It looks much like a U.S. Renaissance fair, complete with crafts, dancing, and medieval combat situations. And it's also entirely set to Russian heavy metal music. So these guys decided they would get they're fully decked out in steel and chain with heavy weapons, going fucking nuts and going, America, you want to fuck with us, we will fuck you back, which is kind of why I'm pretending to be one right now. Because if they see me with you, they might not let me join their camp, because they got some hot fucking bitches on there. So if you can check out those Russian medieval Ren Fair ladies, my God, Magog. Ooh.
Oh, that... I want to watch that video.
I should hook you up with this video.
It's too bad we can't like watch it on stream.
Well, yeah, because we can't get the fucking. I just got this tiny little crystal ball and it's broken. It's not fucking magical. It's a crystal ball.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that.
we need a minion. I should get us an intern.
Yes, we need an
or
unpaid
not, because
intern.
I keep going through them so quickly and I'm running out.
We need an unpaid intern that works works for nothing but cocaine.
All right, so people in the chat, press 1 if you're willing to apply for this job. I guarantee no employment, but I mean, hey, never hurts to mash that one. Also, please remember to click like down the video there because man, we've been having some fun today. I think this has been pretty good. You guys in the chat seem pretty fucking happy.
I don't know. I can't see shit.
I know you can't. It's terrible. But let's see here. The tweet drew a blistering response from the government of Ukraine, whose Crimea, I don't fucking know, region Russia annexed, which is part of the reason for the U.S. sanctions. Since the exchange on Twitter, Ukraine has been replying with South Park GIFs.
GIFs.
But they're like the South Park video game. It's
You
pretty
fucking
trendy
retard.
and cool.
I'm gonna take a health point for that.
Fuck you.
It's a GIF.
God damn it.
You see
Well,
GIF?
we're getting a lot of ones for people who want to work for cocaine and for us, so that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We're excited about this.
I think my audience is gonna.
Wolf Blood asks, God, don't you have a scribe for that?
The scribe does other things.
And not for cocaine.
Yeah. I have a scribe for that. Yes. Well, I have a scribe for other things. He helps me simulcast out on Periscope and Twitch and such. Hello, watchers on Periscope and Twitch. There's nobody watching on Periscope.
Yes, how's it going over on those channels? I hope you're all enjoying this shit, you awesome people.
Yeah, I don't even know why anybody, would even try to watch on the Periscope's windows or little tiny things. Or
Yeah,
maybe
they're
I'm just
tiny and
watching.
they don't have the chat.
Yeah, they don't have the chat. Everybody watching on Periscope, if you want to interact, come on over to YouTube. Because right now, that's the only thing we have that actually has, like, a chat.
Yeah, that's all we can see.
Yeah, Periscope's chat, it, like, disappears after, like, a second. Like, you can't even scroll back up. It only shows, like,
Yeah,
three.
it sucks.
Yeah, it only shows, like, 3 messages at a time, and then it's gone,
And I definitely could not keep up with that shit. I mean, we need like 4 vamps, which granted, I would love to have 4 vamps in a little pool full of Joe and blood. That'd be great. Well, we can't have it, so it's not going to happen. So please, if you want to interact with us, remember when we're doing these shows to hop over to YouTube, Magog of Moscow's channel, and jump in the chats, and it'll be good.
Yes.
I'm trying to give you a thumbs up, even though I don't have a thumb. I hope you appreciate this.
A thumbs
Oh,
up
here we are.
from a man.
Leopard says, hey, Magog, give us your best evil laugh. I bet I can beat it.
My best evil laugh. We'll have
Yes.
To,
And
I have to
he
hear
did
something
do
funny.
it through-
But that's a good segue. I will give you my best evil laugh after I read you the title of this last article we're going to do for the grind. Secret Hitler, a game that simulates fascism's rise, becomes a hit. Was that good? I felt.
Yeah, I think that was good.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, I'll wait for Leopard to tell me if it was good or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
So is that like Secret Santa where you just, you exchange names and then you give each other little like armbands?
Oh, it's a swastika. It's all what I always wanted.
Oh shit, it's Star of David. I'm out of here.
Oh shit. Nope. Listen to this fucking story. I'm gonna try to speed it up so it doesn't take forever, but it's like 4 pages. But you'll get the gist of it. I was house sitting for my brother this summer when I saw one evening something suspicious, a box in his living room emblazoned with the words Secret Hitler.
Dun dun dun.
On his return, I confronted him, was like, what in God's name is that? I asked, and pointing at the box, and he said it's a board game. So, more specifically, Secret Hitler is a social deduction game, one that has caught on quite quickly since it began to ship to players last summer. It's like Mafia or Werewolf or other games in which players try to identify a traitor in their midst. Those are pretty fun games. I've played it once.
They are fun games.
Yes,
I will
yes.
admit.
In this version, anywhere between 5 to 10 players are divided into 2 uneven teams, a larger team of liberals and a smaller team of fascists. There are no Antifa. One player is chosen as secret Hitler.
Wonderful.
Right? One player is chosen as secret Hitler. The fascists, aware of their leader's identity, work to install him by fooling the liberals who are kept in the dark. The makers of the game have raised close to $1.5 million since announcing it on Kickstarter in November 2015. It briefly became the top-selling item in the toy and game category on Amazon when it launched, and it recently sold out its second print.
Secret fucking Hitler.
Yep. So
Fun for the whole family.
I'm getting to the good parts.
So just have a quick interjection here, now that we're on that paragraph, from Lephart, who follows up by saying, "Damn fine laugh, you creepy little death-obsessed hobbit, but I know I can do better."
Little? Who's he calling a fucking hobbit? I'm 6'3". That's not hobbit. The game was conceived in early 2015 and boosted by its association with Max Temkin 30, who was one of the creators of the provocative party game Cards Against Humanity. But Secret Hitler benefited from another unforeseen trend, a significant surge in interest in fascism around the 2016 election, which also saw brisk sales of dystopian literary classics and a rejuvenated discussion of the movement that brought leaders like Hitler and Mussolini to power. You gotta be fucking kidding me. God.
Wow. What a dumb bunch of shit.
Right. I'm gonna skip some of this. It's just descriptions of people playing the game, blah, blah, blah. The secret ingredient in Secret Hitler's development was a round of binge watching. Sometime in late February, early March of 2015, one of its creators, Mike Boxleter, 32, spent a weekend with Steven Spielberg-produced World War II miniseries Band of Brothers. So he got the idea.
Look at all those fashions.
Yeah,
You gotta gun them down. Oh.
It was a month before even Hillary announced her run, said Mr. Maringes, 27, said, and it truly was like, what if we made a game about the past and not about any other time in history? Okay, so I don't know what that has to do with Hillary.
So, you mean logically make something that takes place in a single period of time?
Right, come on now. That's a
Wow.
Well, they set up the Kickstarter campaign November 23rd, 2015, with a goal of raising $54,000 to print the first run of the game, with art by Mackenzie Schubert. In 24 hours, it had raised more than twice that amount, so over $100,000 in 24 hours. The game
I need to make a shitty card game.
Yeah. The game is not yet available overseas, but it does not include any Nazi symbols or images of Hitler, making it more likely to be accepted in countries like Germany. Now, though it is easier for edgy games to find support on Kickstarter, even people at the crowdfunding site were unpersuaded by the name at first. I advised them not to call it that, said Luke Crane, Kickstarter's head of games. I said, don't call it that. My exact words were perhaps a bit more colorful. Goes on to tell about how Secret Hitler's creators were aware that some consumers will not find any humor in the game's title, either because Nazis are not a laughing matter or because of fears about the growing visibility of white supremacists and other extremists since the election of President Trump. Ugh.
It's the same old fucking song.
They advise
every goddamn day on the radio.
They advise those who don't think there's anything funny or cool about fascism to address complaints to the White House.
What?
They have also sent copies of the game to senators and released a Trump administration expansion pack with cards for some members of the administration. It was quickly outpaced by news events, given that there are cards for Stephen K. Bannon and Sean Spicer, who left the White House over the summer.
Yep.
None of the game's creators, who are based in Chicago, voted for Trump. So the game makers are based in Chicago. Big fucking surprise there. Mr. Temkin, who has worked on Democratic campaigns, said he did not think he knew anyone who did, and his victory took the game makers by surprise. He said they even felt a twinge of regret about their timing. Oh, it's too bad that when this game comes out, Donald Trump won't be relevant to American politics anymore because it would be great marketing for us. Mr. Temkin remembered thinking during the election. I guess he had it in his head that Trump wouldn't even fucking win. So there
Well,
it is.
guess what, motherfucker?
So Secret Hitler is a card game, and they even had a Trump administration expansion pack. Yeah, there it is, folks. I don't even know how to end that. That's the last story for the grind, because I'm fucking done. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not even like the biggest advocate for Trump, but come on, I really wish this white supremacist bullshit would just come to a fucking end. Just they literally see white supremacy fucking anywhere. The only thing that I would say positive about that story is, can you be mad at them for cashing in on something? I mean, it's capitalism, you know? At least they found a niche.
Wait, Magog. Wait a second. Up on your shelf, right behind you there. Is that some white supremacy? You need to hide that, man.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, right there. Oh, and right next to it. My God, you are surrounded by white. My God, what is happening to me? My mind is melting. I'm starting to see their visions.
Don't be stupid. So, all right, like that's the end of the grind. I'm sorry, that's the last story. I mean, come on. So one of the co-creators of Cards Against Humanity, which is a very popular game from what I understand, is a hardcore Democrat from Chicago and literally made a card game about finding the secret Hitler, and then decided it'd be a good idea to actually do like a Trump administration expansion pack because, you know, obviously because their person lost, the other person is automatically a fascist.
Yes.
Here's my question though. Has Trump done anything that could be remotely described as actual fascism? Like whether you agree with his politics or his decisions over DACA or whatever have you, has he actually done anything fascist? You know, has he taken over the mainstream media to control as a governmental entity for purely propaganda reasons? No! The mainstream media they hate Trump. And they still have the right to speak their mind. They're not taken over by a government entity. Let's see what else, because that's what Hitler did. He took over the news first. He disarmed citizens so they can't fight back, those that disagree. No. Didn't disarm citizens, I don't think so. There are concentration camps popping up for gay people and Muslims and stuff. Is there an epidemic of concentration camps, Trump concentration camps that I'm unaware of?
Just a quick interjection here from Thax of the Bearded, who says it's not white supremacy, Magog is just pale. There's nothing that I've witnessed, but I mean, I don't pay the best attention. I'm just watching from the sidelines going, maybe one day Trump will build a stronger America full of people that will stand united and actually work together while I kick down their doors and lay waste to their families. So we'll actually have some fucking fun, unlike Canada, where they just sit there like little fucking bitches going, stop hurting me, take my phone.
I tell you what.
Fucking ridiculous.
I tell you what, when I conquer, you'll have some fun.
I'm looking forward to it. An Incandescent One has piped in now saying, hello, Magog, Vamp, and Beardy. Glad to see you've returned. Have you recovered from your ordeal? You know what? I'm doing fine, Incandescent One, but Magog's mother has not recovered from our intimacy. I think she'll be okay, though.
Mother. What?
What?
Hey, Incandescent.
Oh, God damn it. What?
Yeah,
we've been hanging out too much.
Yeah, like Incandescent, and Vamp's not here. She drank some dead whore's blood and felt very ill. You know? Yeah. So anyway, what is the chat saying about this card game, Secret Hitler? Is anybody saying anything? Let's pay attention.
Well, for the most part, people are having the unified opinion that I'm noticing here of the Cards Against Humanity is an excellent game, but the guy who made it is a cunt. But I'm not seeing too much here. Let's see. Boston Antifa says, hashtag Trump is a white supremacist was trending all day today. What more do you need? What more do I need? I need a sandwich. So Boston Antifa, if you could send a beautiful young lady to my house to make me a sandwich and deliver it into my hands so I might eat it whilst smacking her ass, I would greatly appreciate. Thank you.
Hey, we should team up with Boston Antifa and make our own card game.
Yes, I think that would be fantastic.
I think
Dorks and dresses, I believe we should call it D&D.
Yes, and we can totally make, like, from Kickstarter, many, many ones of dollars.
Yes, many ones.
I don't know what it would be about. Like, here's the thing, though. This is, like, praised. People are buying it. They made, like, over $1 million, right? Because the whole fascism thing is, like, there's white supremacy everywhere in America, and black people are living in the streets. They're not even allowed to own clothes. They're slaves again. You know, all that stuff is happening.
Time traveling adventure. It's great.
Right. And there's all this fascism is going on, right? So it's a best-selling game because of that. But I guarantee, if some conservative or even a centrist or a libertarian came out and made some sort of game like that, the same concept and everything, a little social game, but it was like Antifa, or like find the one amongst you who's a dumb cunt,
the
who
secret
deleted a
snitch.
shit ton of emails, you know, like what if it was that, you know, like find the dumb
secret
cunt,
socialist. That'd be a great game.
right? Find the dumb cunt that murders people and deletes emails. That's a great title. It flows, you know. But it would be in all the news, and it would be an outrage. People would be protesting. Kickstarter would have to remove it from its fucking website. You would never get it launched. Nobody would print the fucking thing. I already know that would happen. Somebody needs to attempt to do something like that, and then see what happens. As soon as it catches on, you know. See what happens.
It appears that Boston Antifa has my back and is sending people who identify as women right away to make me a sandwich. That's fantastic. And you know what, Boston Antifa, if these people who identify as women happen to have beards, that's totally okay with me. I will put I have more jewelry. I can put jewelry in their beards and then, you know, do horrible things all over them. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I like women with beards as long as the beard is in the right place.
Yes, and at least long enough to hold on to.
Braid that motherfucker.
Yes, into handlebars. But if you can twist it into handlebars, that might be a problem.
Can you imagine me with like one of those long, like villain from the early 1900s mustache with a top hat, like, you know?
Yes, at the train tracks with a bitch who's tied up and you pull the thing. Yes. Yes, a vaudevillian villain.
I believe is the term. Villain. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that story unnerves me though. I don't think the game shouldn't exist because I'm all about, you know, free expression or whatever. But
make whatever you want. It just sounds like a shitty game.
Yeah, I just feel like it also still is perpetuating some sort of false narrative about Trump and the administration. Like suddenly America voted for fascists and they're going to end up taking all the rights away and becoming a fascist regime, you know, and all this and that. And I just don't see that happening.
No, me neither.
And yet the rise of communism in your country among the ranks of such horrible groups out at the extreme left, especially in California, is totally cool. You know?
I don't understand the normalization of counterintuitive behavior. The ignorance of basic principles of existence, understanding the strength, the background behind why communities are important and how you're supposed to work together, and the fundamental nature of education and of success, and how your life is meaningless. It's all about providing a life for your family and your children, and so on down the line. It just all fucking fell apart and was made cool by dumb shits in California. It always falls back to dumb shits in California.
I don't even know how it happened, though. That's the thing. You know, how did
Me neither. And I was kind of watching too, and I just whoop.
I mean, I know they're getting taught shit by certain professors in academia and things like that, but still, it's like you've had a good, you know, most of the people being a part of that, they've had a good life. They're mid to upper level, you know, middle class Americans, haven't really had any problems, have had a good life. They get cell phones, electronics, they have money flowing into their communities.
Yeah, life isn't bad. They have no fucking excuse.
And they turn around and turn into communists? That's so weird. You know, it's like, why would you want? And I think maybe it's a
Daddy
sense
gave
of
me
guilt.
everything for all my life.
Yes, I don't understand. It's like
I
joining
had
a
his credit
cult.
cards, and now I've nothing.
Yeah, you have all this great
Yes.
shit. You just give it up for a cult. You just give everything over, you know, for so that you don't feel bad that you have good things in life. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a decent life. You know, I just
But
don't
if you
understand.
don't want to have a decent life, you can always come and talk to me about joining the Beardbarian army, and I will give you a wonderful position beneath my boots, licking them all day. So you don't even have to worry about trying to overthrow the world to punish yourself. You can just come right to my cave, and I will kick the shit out of you every day to personally ensure that you are treated like the piece of shit to resolve the guilt that you require. I will help you. I will help all of you.
Yeah,
You don't need socialism to do it. Just come here.
Magogonites are better. All you have to do is die for the cause. I mean, worship me or something.
So, we got a couple more super chats here. We got Baelish the Bard saying, find Hillary's hired hitman. I don't know why, but please don't anybody come after Magog with that. We already... you will not die. You just need to worship him. It's fine. Incandescent 1 says, Magog, did you see my email regarding the equipment I will need in order to join thee? It would have come from an inventor man at Yahoo address.
I haven't been into my email yet this weekend because I had a great many things to do, but I will check later tonight.
Perfect.
So just look forward to that. Look forward to it.
Looks like someone named Maladjusted One is consistently requesting, specifically from both of us, and unfortunately, I don't know exactly what the fuck he's talking about, so maybe you can help me, Magog, because this sounds like it's right up your alley. He's asking us if either of us tongue butter turtle caves. I have no idea what the fuck a butter turtle cave is.
Tongue butter turtle caves. But tongue butter turtle caves. But you know what? I can't deal with your fucking weirdness. I can't deal with the weirdness of your world today. You know, it's been a fucking hard weekend. Okay?
I've got excuses. I'm on drugs.
I literally had to sit through a video of two people on HuffPo's Black Voices, and I had to literally hear them say the words, black people can't be racist, though. They can be prejudiced, they can be biased, but they can't be racist. And
But Magog, black people can't be racist.
Shut up. Shut it. God, these people don't even bother looking up the fucking definition of the word. And then their definition was completely different than any dictionary. And I checked multiple dictionaries just to make sure. I wanted to find the definition of racism in any dictionary that specifically just said racism is only white supremacy. It has nothing to do with any other race. It's only white supremacy. Like, I couldn't find it. But their definition was, well, you know, racism is the oppression of minorities and marginalized people within a white supremacist society. Only a white supremacist society. So basically, a black person here in America, you know, that you know, can be racist, but it's not racism, it's just bias or, prejudice. But as soon as they leave the country, you know, let's say they go on vacation, they suddenly are racist then. Because especially if they go to vacation to a place that is no way white supremacy. Like, I don't understand.
It's a bunch of subjective bullshit created to suck dick to hopefully be able to maybe get some more special privileges.
I think they just want to try to control language so that they can't be called racist as a group.
Yes, that too.
Because they know how powerful it is to call someone racist. It instantly shuts them down. You know, like Trump and, you know, other members of the Republican Party and Ben Shapiro and Milo Yiannopoulos and all those who are just called white supremacists or racists. They can't live that down. It's such a hurtful term. They know the impact of it socially. So God forbid that they allow anybody to be able to call black or other marginalized or minority groups racist.
That must be the private, secret, restricted weapon.
Yeah, you can be prejudiced but not racist because of white supremacy, something or another. Come on.
Bullshit.
God. Like, that one really hurt my head. If you guys have seen the video, you probably saw how I ended it. I didn't have some fancy speech. I was just livid. I fucking just stood up.
I'm surprised
and
that
walked
you
away.
didn't just cut your own head off.
I should have. I think that would have been amusing.
Yep, that would have.
God. Anyway, let's
Speaking
do.
of which, got a couple more. I've got a couple more super chats here
Yeah,
for us. Joe First of Fall says something about Quinn and Boston Antifa wanting to marry him. It's written in a way that makes no sense, but thanks, Joe, anyways. Toxoplasmic Gandhi says, hey, check your email for one from this name. We are writing you a metal song and would appreciate your ideas.
Good.
Fucking Magog metal.
Fucking Magog metal.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know how I can help you, though. I know nothing about writing music. It's not my strong suit. But I will look at that email. But I leave it up to you creative geniuses. You know, surprise me.
It looks like our scribe is also working a way to get a hold of the people in the chat as well that are asking about getting in contact with you and whatnot from Super Chat. Well done, scribe. Thank you.
Yes, scribe, get to work. What am I paying you for?
You pay him?
No. But
Okay, good, because you told me nobody gets paid for this.
It's, yeah.
And
yeah.
you weren't.
You didn't sign a contract like you. You're a dumbass.
Fuck you. I may only have 3 fingers, but I've still got this one in the middle, asshole.
All right.
All right, so Incandescent One pipes in with, I nearly crashed my freighter when I heard about the blacks can't be racist shit. 42,440 units of goods were almost destroyed because of that shit.
Oh yes, oh God, don't let that affect your business. You know? Okay, just water off the fucking dragon's back. You know, you gotta let things go sometimes. I try my very best also because I don't want to die young from stress. You know, I'm only a few 100 years old. You know, and I'd like to keep on going for a little bit longer. You know? You know?
Oh no, somebody is triggering Boston Antifa in the chat.
Oh,
Folks, calm down a second here. Boston Antifa says, how dare you not use correct pronouns towards Queen? I'm literally crying. This stream is unsafe. You monsters.
Well,
you horrible monsters.
To be fair, Boston Antifa, we welcome you to watching the show, but you've got to understand, there is absolutely nothing safe about SideQuest.
Yes, I might be.
It is the worst.
We might be funny, but we're not heroes.
Yeah, it is the worst, most fucked up, stupid fucking shit on the internet. You're gonna hear some fucking shit. Last week, I was cracking jokes about sticking my dick into a turned inside-out dead dog. What do you expect? A fucking safe space in the chat? No, not here.
We thought he was barking mad.
You're talking with proper shitlords.
Speaking of which, Asric Lore says, praise the Father Sovereign, his crusade will come one day. I don't know who Sovereign is, but okay. Thank you.
Yes. Well, yeah, you know, if there's anybody who wants to say something or anything, we'll cover a few more things in the chat, and then we'll bring this to an end. Vamp's not here. I am pissed off.
Oh, Boston Antifa was talking to me about me being a bearded fascist. Sorry, this is just getting flooded in.
Oh, God.
Fantastic.
Well, you are.
Yeah, I'm happy to be appropriately labeled. You know, I had a big rant a few weeks ago because it was in a stream and somebody thought that I was being too mean and it was hurting feelings. But at the end of the stream, all they called me was a salty asshole. And they had a whole bunch of mean names for everybody else in this stream. But I got really upset that I was just a salty asshole. So thank you. Thank you so much, Boston Antifa, for getting it right. Bearded fascist. Thank you. I also have another one here from Incandescent One that says, I know space is big and all, but I nearly rammed a meteor from that shit. I was so pissed I couldn't see for a few minutes.
Never.
Stop drinking behind the wheel.
Yeah, never watch my show whilst driving. You're going to hear some shit, and it's going to trigger the fuck out of you, and you could kill somebody. Even driving.
But if you watch it while you're having sex, you probably won't come as quickly. So, you know, dudes, we got your back. Just go at it.
Oh, that's weird. Do you think people actually would have sex while watching my show? Come on. That's a ridiculous idea. Send me proof. Send me.
Yeah. Send all your proof to the savagebeard at protonmail.com.
Is there any more super chats or anybody in the chat who just has questions or whatever? Because we like to talk to everybody, not just super chats. But
I'm keeping an eye on it here, but I'm mostly seeing folks having a good time with themselves and making wonderful comments about wenches. Scribe is also participating in the fun with Boston Antifa, who has now locked themselves in the closet, or I guess herself in the closet. I don't know. Does Boston Antifa identify as a woman? All I know is that Boston Antifa's got a nice bit of stubble going, and it's pretty handsome. I'm okay with it.
Well, yes, but what's important is it doesn't matter how he, she, or Zimzer identifies, as long as they continue to smash fash.
Yeah. Wait. I thought you said vag for a second there. So excited. Let's smash the gash. Yeah. Oh, we got a couple more popping in here, just like myself into the vag. Leopard says, Magog, don't you dare forget my birthday today. Oh, it's Leopard's birthday. Happy motherfucking birthday.
It's your birthday today.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
My.
Well, Leopard's birthday, yes.
By the goats. Why didn't you send me a message upon the Patreon? So that I
Well, apparently he follows up saying, I didn't message you on mines and forge your signature on my contract for nothing. So I don't know. Maybe he was just kind of fucking. I don't know.
Well, everybody on Patreon who donates a certain amount is supposed to tell me 2 weeks in advance of your birthday, so I can do you a special birthday message.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it says it right there. It says, please contact
me. Do you pop out of a cake all like, happy birthday, Mr. President?
That depends on if they're sexy.
Well, I know I'm signing up.
So, I'm very sorry, Leopard. I know that I know for sure you're one of my patrons. So, I shall then, sometime this week send you a belated birthday message.
The beatings will continue, though.
Yes, of
You'll
course,
just get a belated message.
You'll still just must continue to worship me and be a Magog-nite. That is
Incandescent One follows up with driving. I was flying a starship or star freighter in space. So these are starting to fly, and I'm trying not to miss any of them.
You don't fly in space. You drive because there's streets.
Wait, what? Old boy Aladdin says, "Oh great Magog of Morscar, are you down with the clowns of the Dark Carnival?" Is that a brothel?
Jugga jugga lugga-roni, bitches.
Yeah. What?
Unfortunately, we don't have Fago here. But we did hear...
Now I get what you're talking about.
I did hear about the Juggalo March. That was quite a success, actually, from what I hear. They're trying to get the FBI to remove them as being classified as a gang. Which is stupid.
That's fair.
They're fans of fucking people. I mean, yeah, there's some bad apples did some crimes and they had a fucking, Juggalo sticker on their car or something, and now all of a sudden Juggalos are gangs. No. Look at all the Beatles fans out there, and then you had Charles Manson, who named his cult Helter Skelter because he was such a big fan of Beatles, and nobody was all like,
shit.
All Beatles fans are serial killers. Because of Charles Manson.
All Beatles fans are serial killers.
Oh, come off of it.
What? I'm a Beatles fan. What are you talking about?
Paperback.
Wait, do you listen to the Beatles?
Yes. I've been having a good time learning all about your world and your history. I especially like the invention of the toaster. God, I want a toaster.
Sorry, just a second here. Sol 2XL Beardy is only reading the super chats. No, I'm not. It's just that you guys are talking really fast. So the ones that are bold stand out really nice for me. Call me Oz. How's the quest for costume guests coming?
Get back
pretty easily. You just gotta contact me on
Oz.
Twitter DMs.
What? You have to let me tell her to get back in the dungeon first.
Oh, sorry. Here,
get back in the dungeon, Oz. Okay, what was the rest of it?
Oh, the rest of it was the follow-up to the second statement, which was us saying maybe I should change my avatar to titties to catch their attention. Yes, please do.
Yes, you can do that. Yes, that nobody will
More
complain.
attention to the chat. If all of you change your pictures to titties, great. Soul 2XL says Charles Manson wasn't a serial killer.
Oh, yeah, sure. He didn't physically kill
Really?
anybody, no. Well, it's debatable. I mean, he did rape a few people too, but, no, I mean, compelling others to kill, but semantics. He's a crazy fuck. What do you want from me? The guy literally has a swastika carved in his forehead. I'm pretty sure he belongs where he's where he belongs, Not even I'm that fucking crazy. Beard, are you there? Did I lose you?
Wait. No, well, kind of. I'm being mesmerized by Sassy Shelly in the chat here that says, hey, Oz, don't need titty avatar to be sexy. I may be naked in mine, but you can't see the girls. And I'm looking very closely, and she's very correct, but... Shelly, please send the original photograph to the Savage Beard at protonmail.com.
That's dearmagog at protonmail. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, man. All right, everybody.
Let's see, and I've got 2 more super chats here before we get too crazy. I'm sorry, our chat went crazy as soon as it started actually paying full attention to them and respond. God, there's another one. Fuck. Incandescent One says, well, the low Earth orbital comptrollers have been rather anal about their trade lanes lately, so I guess there could be streets, sort of.
Yes, there's roads in space.
And yes, space roads. And Lephart follows up with, no worries, Magog. I derped out and forgot I should message via Patreon. I'm still toilet papering your tower. That's a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, but you don't do that. It's so hard to get off. It gets wet when it rains outside. Just I don't know, come inside the tower, make your way through all the traps and fucking things. Come up and we'll talk. We'll sit down and talk if you live through the traps.
Yeah, why not? The cream rises to the top, but you gotta whip it or something. I can't remember the metaphor. Asterisk Lore says, Sovereign is the god of Hazara. When times are tough, we say his crusade will come. Since there's so much stupidity in the world, I figured I would help somehow.
Yes, thank
you. Cool,
you.
Thanks for your prayers, I guess.
Yes, right.
That's cool, though.
Yes, there's demonetization, apocalypse. Apparently there's fascism everywhere. The world's gone to shit, apparently. There's nothing good
Agnosis Paradigm says I send you nudes all the time. No, you don't. I check my inbox like twice a week. I got nothing. I got some sound files from some people for some stuff together, but I didn't get any nudes.
Yes. Paradigm. What's up?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of our regulars in the chat today. Hello.
Oh, yes, quite a few.
Yes.
We've got Sassy Shelly, Agnosis Paradigm, Space Ghost, Full Metal Atheist, Call Me Oz, Thexor the Bearded, Queen Antifa, Toxoplasma Gandhi, Divine Petulance, White Slave. Fuck, people are just flying by me. We got a lot of people, a lot of familiar names here. There's a good turnout.
Good turnout, yes. And I thought this was going to be a fuck-off show because Vamp wasn't here to, be the cute thing in the corner.
Turns out we don't need hot bitches.
Yes,
because we're too busy delivering stitches.
That is just a show ender. I'm taking a point. Fuck you. That is awful.
God damn it.
That is awful. That was awful. That was awful.
I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
Well, is that the end of it? I think people have people stopped, asking questions and such.
Oh, that is the end of the super chats. Most of the chat right now is just flying by really fast. Again, let's see here. Beard is an audiophile jerking it to ASMR. No, I'm not. I've got 3 fingers and a stump. I don't need to jerk it. I get a midget on one. Well, she fucks somebody else. Will I finger fuck another bitch? Will the 2 of them work on the... It's very complicated.
Yeah, did you know you can level up your masturbation? Did you know that?
In fact, I have become a master of masturbation.
Yes, like I read a story recently of a German man in Thailand, who got arrested for riding a unicycle naked while masturbating through a public area. Now that is some level 10 fucking shit right there. That takes fucking talent, some skill, riding a unicycle and jerking it. It's crazy.
Yeah, the balance would be kind of awkward, but I mean, maybe he just like pushed it. I don't know. Maybe he shuffled his junk, got a little like. So was he naked while he was riding this thing?
Yes, he was completely naked, masturbating while riding a unicycle through a public space.
Wow.
Quite an exhibitionist he is.
Not all heroes wear capes.
That's man, people are weird, man. Well, I think he was vacationing or something and decided, hey, I'm in Thailand. I'm gonna go all out, you know?
Why not? When in Thailand?
Yep, I guess so. A lot of unicycles in Thailand then. How did he get a fucking unicycle? You know? All right.
Birthday presents.
Well, I think we're gonna bring this to an end now. Thank you all for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed our side stories and a little bit of banter between us. And we'll see you next Monday on SideQuest, 7 p.m. Central Time US, as usual. Hopefully Vamp will be back, and Beardy might even have some of his hand growing back.
Yes, I hope. It's been really awkward trying to get any prostitutes to come to my house because they're like, no, we don't want the pus and the growth. But you know what? I think this has been fun. The drugs have been great. But yeah, next week we will have Vamp, and we've also got some fun. Next week we're going to be introducing something else that we've been talking about that I wanted to drop now. With a brief introduction, we don't have the pretty art for it. But next week we will officially introducing Savage of the Week. Yes. Which this week I want to briefly and quickly introduce with a man in Germany who had to outdo his own goddamn personal Guinness World Record for holding beer steins full of beer.
Oh, he must have held
hats off this week to a man in, Bavaria here, Oliver Strumfell, who cradled 31 beer-filled tankers in 2 tiers, full giant glass jugs.
Wow.
For 40 meters before setting them down and drinking them.
Oh, fuck. Man, the games drunk people come up with, they're always fun. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna be trying new things and stuff until we find our footing and find what people like to hear, and just kind of having fun and experimenting and talking with each other. And I'll also look forward to more content coming, new live stream opportunities, patron streams are planned for the future as soon as Discord stops being a fucking dick. It starts cutting people's audio out and shit, and that's what's been holding me back. Every time I get on Discord talking to somebody, it's like every other word, can never hear anything. I don't know what it is, but, we're going to figure all the things out, and we're going to roll out quite a few fun things in the coming next couple of months, and, we're going to continue to do side quests and have fun, and thank you all for coming by. Thank you to our super chats for keeping us alive, and thank you all for all your questions and comments in the chat, and I hope everyone has a fine evening. Beardy, do you have anything left to say?
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Fuck this shit.
Come on.
Fine. It's
Shut the
hard
fuck
for me
up!
to come up Oh. Starting to think this thing would heal a lot better if I'd stop sticking it in anal cavities.